What if the little mermaid we know and love wasn't the sweet and innocent Ariel, but a character driven by dark ambitions and an insatiable desire for power? In this alternate universe, Ariel isn't just a victim of Ursula's schemes, but the true sea manipulator, using her intelligence and charm for her own ends. Instead of being the dreamer longing to explore the human world, Ariel is a cold, calculating strategist who sees both the underwater kingdom and the human world as territories to be conquered. Let's dive into this dark tale and explore how Ariel, as the villain, would use her skills and charm to dominate both worlds, shaping the fate of both in her quest for absolute power. In the movie The Little Mermaid, Ariel is presented as a curious and kind-hearted young mermaid. Her personality is marked by innate kindness and a pure heart, always willing to help others, even at her own risk, as shown when she saves Prince Eric from a shipwreck. Ariel is an innocent and dreamy soul, deeply fascinated by the human world and eager to get to know it better. This curiosity leads her to make a risky deal with the sea witch Ursula, a decision driven by her hope to understand the human world and find true love. Despite her risky choices, Ariel is motivated by pure intentions and a genuine desire to learn and connect with the world around her. Her kindness and innocence not only define her character, but also make her a beloved figure, both in the underwater kingdom and among viewers. Ariel has always had a deep fascination with the human world, but her interest goes beyond mere curiosity. From a young age, she understood the potential for power and influence she could wield over humans. By feeling dissatisfied with life underwater and with the restrictions imposed by her father, King Triton, Ariel begins to devise an ambitious plan to conquer the human world. Her vision is not just about wanting to explore the surface. She aspires to dominate and control both the human kingdom and Atlantis. Driven by a combination of ambition and discontent with her current status, Ariel plots a path to expand her power, envisioning a future where she rules both realms with absolute authority. In the version where Ariel is portrayed as a villain, the rescue of Prince Eric still happens, but with much darker intentions. When Ariel saves Eric from a shipwreck, she is not motivated merely by his appearance or the typical kindness of a heroine. Instead, she falls for what Eric represents: power and influence as a prince of a human kingdom. As the act of saving him, far from being an expression of altruism, is actually part of a meticulous plan. Ariel sees Eric as a key to her own goals of domination, using the rescue as a strategic first step to get close to the prince and eventually manipulate circumstances to her advantage. Ariel sees Eric as an opportunity to extend her influence and power beyond the seas, entering the human world. Although her feelings for him may have a real basis, her interest is largely driven by personal ambition. She uses her charm and manipulation skills to gain Eric's trust and position herself strategically by his side, intending to use this relationship as a means to consolidate her control over both worlds. Thus, the act of saving Eric, which in the original version is a gesture of love and kindness, becomes a calculated maneuver in her insatiable quest for power. In this version, Ursula is not the villain we know. While still a powerful and respected figure, she takes on the role of a more benevolent sea witch, offering help to those in need. Ariel, however, sees Ursula as an opportunity to advance her own plans. Pretending to be a naive and desperate young mermaid, Ariel convinces Ursula to give her legs to live among humans. However, her intentions are much darker. Ariel plans to use Ursula's magic not only to win Eric and infiltrate the human world, but also to manipulate events to her advantage. Eventually, she intends to control Ursula's powers, becoming even more powerful and consolidating her dominion over both realms. With her new legs, Ariel emerges from the sea, but not before stealing her father's Triton, an artifact of immense power that she plans to use to achieve her goals. Determined and relentless, Ariel sees the Trident as a key to strengthening her position, both in the human world and the underwater kingdom. When Triton discovers the theft, he confronts Ariel, only to hear a clear disdain for his rule and her ambition to usurp the throne. Revealing her true nature and intentions, Ariel expresses her desire to change the course of the realms and take control. Triton, shaken and deeply hurt by his daughter's betrayal, is forced to fight against her to protect his kingdom and his people, initiating a conflict that threatens to destabilize both the underwater and surface worlds. At King Triton's loyal advisor, Sebastian finds himself in an extremely difficult position. Instead of being just the comic relief, he becomes a tragic figure, struggling with a deep internal dilemma. Sebastian is torn between his unwavering loyalty to the king and his sincere affection for Ariel, in whom he still believes there is genuine goodness. Despite his tireless attempts to dissuade Ariel from her evil plans, his words and arguments are ignored by the young mermaid, who is determined to follow her dark path. On the other hand, Flounder, Ariel's faithful friend, initially believes he is helping his childhood friend with good intentions. He dedicates himself to supporting Ariel, trusting in their shared friendship and the positive changes she promised. However, as Ariel's true nature becomes evident, Flounder finds himself in a deep moral dilemma. He faces the difficult choice of whether to continue helping his friend, even knowing that her actions are harmful, or to try to stop her from achieving her power goals, risking his own safety and the friendship he has always valued. In this alternate version of the story, Ariel's sisters, who play minor roles in the original, gain significant prominence. They notice the disturbing transformation in Ariel, and alarmed by her increasingly dark behavior, decide to take action. Each of them, with their distinct personalities and unique abilities, joins forces to tackle the growing crisis. They form a strategic alliance with King Triton, Sebastian, and Flounder, hoping to rescue Ariel from darkness and protect the kingdom of Atlantis from the looming threat. Prince Eric, the human prince, is initially charmed by Ariel, drawn to her beauty and hypnotic voice. However, he is unaware of Ariel's true plans and intentions. As she presents herself as a sincere young woman seeking love, Ariel sees Eric not only as a means to integrate into the human world but also as a crucial piece in expanding her dominion. Even when Eric begins to suspect Ariel's true intentions, he is astutely manipulated by her. Ariel makes him believe she is being unjustly accused, distorting the truth to maintain her position and advance her plans for conquest and control. As Ariel's plan becomes increasingly evident, Eric finds himself in a profound dilemma. He must decide between the love he feels for Ariel and his loyalty to his kingdom and fundamental principles. Despite growing doubts and warning signs about Ariel's true intentions, she uses her cunning and emotional manipulation to keep Eric by her side. She convinces him that together they can rule with harmony and peace, presenting a seductive vision of a shared future. The final confrontation becomes inevitable. Triton, his daughters, Sebastian, and Flounder, now fully aware of the true extent of Ariel's plans and the threat she represents, prepare for an epic and decisive battle. Ariel, now equipped with the trident and the power she acquired from Ursula, is more powerful than ever. With dark confidence and relentless determination, she confronts Triton, claiming the throne of Atlantis and threatening to destroy anyone who opposes her. The ensuing battle is intense and fraught with tension, with the loyalty and fate of both worlds hanging in the balance. During the epic battle, Ariel's true nature is finally revealed to everyone, including Eric. Disillusioned and torn between his love for Ariel and his duty to his kingdom, Eric reaches the point of confronting the woman he once adored. With the truth exposed, he joins Triton, his daughters Sebastian and Flounder, in the fight to stop Ariel and protect both worlds from her tyranny. Ursula, realizing she was deceived by Ariel, also joins the fight, but this time as an unexpected ally of the heroes. Resentful and betrayed, she sees an opportunity to correct the mistakes of her own manipulation and seek revenge on the young mermaid who used her to achieve her goals. In the climax of the battle, Ariel is defeated, but the cost is high. Triton, devastated by the loss and the wrong choices that allowed Ariel to get so far, is left with a shaken kingdom and a deeply wounded family. Ariel, stripped of her power and banished to the depths of the ocean, becomes a tragic and isolated figure. She is condemned to live in bitter reflection on her choices and boundless ambitions, a silent warning of the price of absolute power. The underwater kingdom and the human world, after the intense battle and Ariel's defeat, managed to achieve a fragile balance. Eric and Triton, recognizing the importance of avoiding future conflicts and preserving peace between the two worlds, work together to establish understanding and mutual cooperation. The partnership between the two realms, though delicate, seeks to ensure that tensions do not resurface and that the mistakes of the past are not repeated. Sebastian and Flounder, now seen as wise and reflective figures, learn from the events that have transpired. They recognize the importance of balancing desire and responsibility, and their experiences make them aware of the dangers that can arise when personal ambitions overshadow duties and morality. Meanwhile, Ariel, banished to the depths of the ocean, does not surrender to regret or reflection on her mistakes as one would expect. Instead, her relentless mind continues to devise new strategies. She uses her time in exile to plan a meticulous revenge against those who defeated Sam, like her waiting for the opportune moment to return and reclaim her power. Her story ends with a sense of unresolved tension and an ominous hint of the threats that may still be on the horizon, leaving open the possibility of future conflicts and challenges.